Okay, guys, I'm not dead. I am, in fact, alive, and it's kind of shocking. I know I'm not dead. I could be making some really garbage excuse on why I haven't been posting, but you know what? There really is no excuse. Looking at my channel, it says I'm a lazy piece of shit, so had this comment that I post one video and I wouldn't be posting another video for another almost 2 months. It's happened before. But never mind that. I'm back with another banger of a video. So recently I've been playing this game. And it is some kind of revolutionary game that just came out for the PS5 or Xbox Series X. It's actually been out for a while. This isn't going to change the gaming world. It's not going to flip it around and everyone's going to lose their minds. It's going to be jumping up and down. This is in fact a free-to-play game. And how I describe this game as, it's ingenious that it's genius. It's genius how they made this game and how they do everything in it. But before we get into that, if you like this kind of video, we want to see more of this, hit that like button and subscribe. Before we get into the game that's genius, we gotta understand what a free-to-play title actually is. And you could have guessed, it means free-to-play. It's free, it's $0. These type of games are more common on a phone and on mobile gaming when you're just sitting down and you're bored and you want to pass the time. You download one of these games and bam, it's gone within an hour. But there have been a lot of successful free-to-play games that were there to stay for a very long time. And some of these games are Warzone and Fortnite. And actually these started on console and PC first, and then to capitalize on the gaming market, they went to mobile because they know that there's a large market for mobile gaming. These games gross an enormous amount of money, and the reason for that is because it was free. And people did not mind spending money on a game that was free compared to a game that is $60. When you spend $60, now $70 on next-gen consoles like the PS5 and Xbox Series X, there's usually microtransactions involved. Any 2K game. But people don't mind spending $10 here, $10 there, $20 here on a free-to-play game because they paid nothing for it initially. So they don't really mind, and this is a genius way for people to spend money on a game because they know people are going to end up spending more on a free-to-play game than they ever would on a game that you had to pay $60 for. And on top of that, they expand on the mobile market because they know that not everyone has a PC or a console. This genius game that came out that I'm talking about is called Genshin Impact. Now, it's relatively new. It released back in September. But what it did was, it made sure it released on all major platforms. It released on PS4 and now PS5, PC, and mobile. So you got that mix of console, PC, and mobile gaming. So almost anyone can play it now. The game is so successful that the company who made it, MiHoYo, grossed more than $250 million in its first month of release. Now, going back to my point on people spending money on free-to-play games, that's a huge number. And that just proves that people will spend money on a free-to-play game because it is free and they've already invested nothing in it, so they don't mind investing a little bit amount of money into it. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, what made this game so successful? It's free, so why would people spend $250 million on it? Now, unlike Fortnite or Warzone, this game has a ton to offer. It's not just one mode that they have to offer. So imagine this. This is a massive open world game. So take The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and imagine that had a kid with a gacha game, which is a game where you pull for characters. This game provides a free massive open world game that is full of places to explore. The map is huge and players can explore wherever they like. And, there's puzzles, there's challenges, there's dungeons, there's enemies, there's rewards at the end of these dungeons, and chests, and just materials that you can get. It's massive. There's so much to do once you go into the game. It's super hard to figure out what you want to do first. And after playing it for a month and a half, it still becomes hard to know what you want to do in the game. Now, it's a massive game, so there's waypoints, fast traveling, to make it easier to move around so players aren't getting frustrated going from this mountain to the next one. There's a waypoint from that mountain to the next one. It makes it so much easier to go around and do missions so you're not getting frustrated. Now, the gacha aspect is one of the most genius parts of this game. they have a base character that you can get. You can get characters through the story mode, and one that you get initially that you can play as. But where they get you is you have characters that you can pull through a polling system and through the currency primogems, and this entices players to want to play the game to get those to pull more characters. These characters aren't like from a lot of other games, like take Breath of the Wild for example, where you have one main character and you play as him solely, and he has a specific set of moves and weapons that you can get. These characters make you want to get them because they have abilities, they have special moves, they have charged moves, they have certain weapons that go with them. They're different element characters, such as, you got your basic fire, water, wind, earth. Now, we have weapons in this game, and I kind of talked about the weapons with the characters, but you got different weapons. You have like claymores, swords, spears, bows. You have magical books that go on those specific characters. You can upgrade them. You have to go throughout the map to farm for those things to upgrade your weapon, so it makes you want to play it. And on top of that, going onto the character thing, we have artifacts too. These are just little power-ups that you find from completing dungeons, fighting enemies, and opening chests that you can put onto your character that boost the effect of them. Now, in my opinion, this game is a lot more fun than Breath of the Wild because you have a variety of different characters to play with. So really, you're not getting bored all too often if you can pull the character. The rates are pretty bad, but that's expected from a gacha game. And you have different stars. You have 4-star characters and 5-star characters. You have 1-star weapons. You have 5-star weapons. There's different weapons that you can get, so it's always exciting getting those different rarities and those different weapons. Compared to the other free-to-play games that I mentioned, it's such a huge game. And since you're not paying any money for it and you want to speed up the process of some of the stuff to do in the game, people usually end up spending money in it, whether it's to pull characters or just to get a weapon upgraded and they don't want to wait too long. But you know what? You could easily get enough rewards, so it's fair for free-to-play players to have fun and to also hope be really good in the game. But now that I got you guys on this whole speech on why this game is genius, this video is actually sponsored by Genshin Impact, a free-to-play game on PC, mobile, and PS4. Not really, but if they want. Well, anyways, I'm back, and I'm playing Genshin Impact, as you saw, and my boy Will exposed me. I have actually been playing Genshin Impact a lot, but that isn't the reason why I haven't been uploading. I'm just lazy. But I should be posting weekly again now, so if you enjoy this video, subscribe. There's more bangers on the way, so you don't want to miss those. They might be on the way, who knows. I might pull another break, hiatus, but whatever.